All right, news is out. Said they coming to get little baby. Ooh wee. I don't know.
Ooh wee.
Let's see what's going on.
This fraud of a detective, Rico the Vixen, as I call her, who lied her way to the edges of perjury during the YSL trial, is apparently the one being used to indict Lil Baby on Rico charges. And we found this out, actually, at the Goodfellas Lil Baby Ops Rico grand jury indictment today. So we're going to review that shortly. But let's just rewind a little bit to give you guys some insight on what's going on. Yeah. If you are a Lil Baby fan, it's going to be a hard couple of months for you, bruh. Because this Lil Baby situation feels like the Atlanta police, they're just committed to trying to...
Listen, they out to get everybody. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all might not know. They really listen, but they watching.
Get Lil Baby.
They always watching.
It don't matter, even if they feel like they can't win the case, getting him off the streets for a year or two as he fight this Rico is their goal. Shout out my guy, Bradford Cohen, man. He's Kodak Black's lawyer, Drake's lawyer. He actually gave a take on his Lil Baby situation that I believe it's pretty much what's gonna happen. So he says they're trying to say that Lil Baby is going to get indicted. We all know how that goes in Atlanta. Those prosecutors can't get out of their own way. Another clown show if that happens. Shout out to Brad, man. We talk often in the DMs, and he's coming out to do an interview with me in LA soon, probably next week or so. But Brad is sitting back like a lot of us, just observing what's going on. He sees the Atlanta police chief tells Lil Baby,
and I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
We're gonna hold you and your associates accountable because Lil Baby filming a music video in the hood of a rival, and the music video got shot up. So Baby and them responded back by shooting and killing one of the rivals, and then the rivals responded back by shooting and killing two 13-year-olds. Atlanta PD is blaming Lil Baby for that, claiming that Lil Baby is responsible because he filmed a music video.
Man, what y'all think, man? That shit do be crazy because innocent people gotta get killed in the middle of this. But man, yeah, man. Especially if they know, man, they be knowing the inside shit. All right?
In Goodfellas territory. And then we sit back and we watch them arrest Goodfellas for Rico, and then Lil Baby name is being mentioned throughout the entire grand jury. Like it's like, bro.
Man, y'all know it's finna be all bad. Y'all know it's finna be all bad, man. These people is talking nowadays.
Is this about Goodfellas or about Lil Baby? It don't make sense. And then we sit back and we see the, the Georgia Public Defender's Office saying, yeah, we expect the Rico to come soon. We're preparing staff right now to make sure that we have enough people to represent any of the defendants in the 4PF Rico who needs, a public defender. So it's already a done deal. Like, the Rico is coming for Lil Baby. But the thing is, what exactly is the Rico going to be for, right? Like, for all the instances they bring up, it involves everybody else but Lil Baby.
One by one, the suspects charged in the 2024 murders of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and his friend 13-year-old Jacody Davis took their seats inside a Fulton County courtroom for day 3 of a preliminary hearing, which will determine if there's sufficient evidence for the men to stand trial.
So I think that we are ready to begin.
An APD detective who asked us not to show her face because she's involved in undercover investigations took the stand for more than 2 hours. She testified that investigators used social media posts and wiretaps to determine that the 7 defendants are members or associates of the Goodfellas criminal street gang. Police say the shooting stemmed from a gang war sparked by rapper Lil Baby, who they claim is affiliated with the rival criminal street gang 4PF. Last May, police...
See, that's why he changed the name of his
He said the hip-hop super...
But man, like, it's about too late for that, buddy. Man, shit, it's a fucked up situation.
Filmed a music video in their territory, and multiple people were shot.
I'm not gonna lie, this is absurdity to heights I've never seen before. They're doing all of this, claiming that a gang war was started because Lil Baby filmed a music video in the ops territory. Now, I'll be real. Do I believe that Lil Baby should have been more responsible? Because, like, the optics of
you
being a multi-millionaire coming to these people's neighborhood in your multi-million-dollar bulletproof trucks, bringing a lot of chaos there and then leaving to go to your mansion, the optics is horrible, bro. But to paint it as this man started a gang war and he has to be held responsible for it, it's kind of like, bro, like, come on, bro.
They
Which
pushing,
investigators say sparked a gang war. The attorney for Lil Baby
they
called those
thinking
claims
like this.
complete.
We get Lil Baby off the street, we gonna make some noise. They gonna know not to fucking play with us. We gonna teach them. They putting out that message for sure.
In total nonsense, and added that his client had absolutely nothing to do with those shootings. During cross-examination today, defense attorney Brian Tevis criticized the investigation and claimed that investigators did not have any evidence that proves his client was involved or even in a gang.
I've been photographed with Chief Justice John Roberts. Am I a member of the Supreme Court?
Is the Supreme Court a gang?
Well, they're affiliated in fact. There's 3 or more members, and if any of them commits a crime, you would say they're in a gang, right?
If they commit criminal street gang activity.
That's a good argument, but that argument isn't being used on Lil Baby's behalf because Lil Baby is like the gang leader of 4PF. He is the leader. That's being used on one of the members of Lil Baby's ops, Goodfellas, right? They're all in right now on a Rico. One of the dudes, his lawyer, who's currently representing him, he wasn't even present when the 2 13-year-olds got killed. But because he hangs with these dudes, because he's a part of, I guess, whatever they got going on, he's now dragged in on a Rico, and he's being charged as well for the murder of 2 13-year-olds.
Yeah, some of the back and forth that we saw during cross-examination. Now, again, this is going to continue next Monday at 12:30, and at that point, the judge will decide if there's enough evidence for these these suspects to stand trial. We're live in downtown Atlanta. Michael Side, Channel 2 Action News.
Here's the crazy part. Goodfellas ain't even been indicted by a grand jury yet. They got brought in due to probable cause, and they're being detained due to the nature of the crime. So they're still going through the grand jury process to try to figure out if there's probable cause to formally indict them on charges. Verito the Vixen is listed as a gang expert. So essentially, she goes undercover because she looks...
Think about that. She's a undercover agent. And look at that. Oh, Man, listen. I hope you niggas watching this. Cause this is what you need to watch. They be up in there telling everything.
The way she does, she gets entangled with these gangbangers, take the information they give them, and then use it against them in court. So she took the stand
like
today at the Goodfellas grand jury hearing, I believe.
Be careful, man.
And during this hearing, she said a couple things that relates to Lil Baby that we have to discuss. All right, so let's get into it.
All right, and this investigation began with your...
Just imagine, she coming up to you, you're cooked. You don't even know it. You cooked. You just blinded by, oh yeah, you get up in there drunk, high, telling her everything. Man, listen, y'all. I hope people learning from this.
Looking at the certain Instagram page, and whose was that?
The Instagram page belonged to Keontae Sanders, also known as Midnight.
Okay. And while looking at that page, you found some direct message communications, one of which showed a disappearing message between Mr. Sanders and somebody named Mr. Smith.
Once I received his Instagram returns back, yes.
Okay, and that, what did that
See
message
the one
consist
who-
of?
It was a
close to young
photo that Mr. Smith had taken of himself.
Oh, that's her in the background. Who?
But had put the word J-Shot across it and sent it in the disappearing message mode.
Just a brief interruption. Being a criminal is so difficult, bruh. And I hope all you criminals and street dudes is listening, bruh. She just said that they recovered the messages that was sent in disappearing mode. Y'all be thinking that things like Snapchat and Instagram disappearing mode, those things are Fed proof. They're not Fed proof at all, bruh. Being a criminal is so hard nowadays, bruh. The messages that quote unquote disappeared on Instagram for you is still being hosted. And they was able to pull the messages that was sent in disappearing mode, self-snitching, and use it to indict them on a Rico. Oh my. Yo, the streets is cold, bro.
All right, this is what's coming up now is already admitted into evidence. Is this the message that was sent?
It is.
And that's, so that was Martavius Smith sent that to Mr. Sanders.
He did.
All right, now, what was significant about that to you?
I knew that J-Shot was, or John Smith was a close associate of the leader of 4PF, Dominique Lil Baby Jones.
And 4PF, as you testified already, was a gang that you recognized as being a rivalry.
So she, oh look, they got a little baby like that. I can see it though. Just imagine. Man, this shit is getting tricky. Don't, man, listen.
With the Goodfellas, and in particular the Only My Family subset of the Goodfellas?
And their associates, yes.
Okay. And how did you know this about John J. Shot
They
Smith?
probably
who's a
get
member of
pad,
yeah.
putting it together.
He can be seen out there on his Instagram. He can be seen pictured with Mr. Jones. He frequents the area where the homicide occurred as well. He's filmed a music video out there.
I hope you rappers is listening. This is such an eye-opener.
Man.
If let's say you have a homie, right? And your homie, let's say he comes around, he's repping the squad 4PF, but your homie has some side beef and your homie's got homies of himself. If your homie gets killed by, let's say, his ops, and then your homie's homies come back and kill somebody and a gang war ignite, you're now the crime boss, even though you have nothing to do with whatever personal beef he has with those people and his homies is involved. You are now automatically involved because...
Listen, man. That is a fucked up situation. And it's like, Lil Baby the one, they looking at that because they gonna look at it because all they doing is saying he's the one funding this. Niggas need this and man, that shit ain't cheap. Like people think that man, that shit cost. We ain't even got to the funerals. Man, wake up, man. Wake up. This is an eye opener for sure.
He's in your entourage and you brought him around and he's in the music videos and he's around you and he's banging 4PF for the clout. You are now involved and they're going to include you as a gang leader and say that you are the catalyst for a gang war that had nothing to do with you. These people cold, man.
Right.
Situation.
So the music video, is that something that you've seen?
It is.
Where'd you see it?
I believe it was on the YouTube account belonging to Mr. Smith.
All right, and permission to publish a brief clip of that video, Your Honor?
Granted.
I can just imagine how they feeling right now up in there, like.
All right.
We're gonna play a video.
Investigator Viverito, if you'll look at the, there we go, at the monitor in front of you.
Man.
Is this the music video that you were referring to?
I'd have to see the title of it.
This beat go crazy.
J Shot Who Want Problems music video?
Yes, that's the one I'm referring to.
All right. And there are certain shots of this video that are at the 1043 Spark Street location?
Yeah, one just flashed on the screen.
Okay, so we've already seen a portion of that then?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you saw this video, and then you saw that the artist that's depicted in this video, John J. Smith, was also the person depicted in the disappearing message. And on what day was that message sent?
Sent on June 30th. I believe it was read on July 1st.
From what I've gathered, it's unclear why they sent J-Shot pictures and disappearing messages. I'm not sure, all right, because J-Shot is still alive and well. Maybe they were plotting on J-Shot, but nonetheless, though, they have those messages. Now, they also have a wiretap of them having a conversation. Now, on that wiretap, though, one of them actually implicated Lil Baby and said they feel like Lil Baby got money on their heads.
Sanders, the wiretap target, an unidentified gentleman that goes by the name Unk, or he's been referred to as Unk.
I'm going to object to this slide again. If they're about to play the call, but her conclusions and her interpretation is not the evidence.
Well, I think she was just identifying who was on the call, so I'm going to overrule. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's going on? Man, them folks, like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like,
that shit clear as fuck. Listen, pay attention, man.
hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them folks got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody.
That's why they want Lil Baby. Right there. They just said, man, they got tickets on a lot of these folks. Who got the money to do that? Huh. It's only one, really. You feel me? Man.
They say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unk, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unk.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders.
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harmed or killed.
And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
To me, this is nonsense and BS, bruh. Ops being paranoid because they are out here harming people who are close to me, being paranoid that me, the bagman, me, the rich.
Y'all see how stressful it is to be gangster, or I don't know. Y'all see what's happening?
Rapper may have some money on their heads because they're doing foul things. That's y'all proof that I'm involved in this gang war. That's your proof that I should be brought in for a
proof
Rico.
Is they got tickets.
I
and
think
who
it's
got
insane,
the money.
bruh. Right? Now, listen, bruh. At this point, bro, we gotta stop using like Verito the Vixen as a gang expert or as anybody credible, bruh. Like, have y'all forgotten like the YSL trial when even the judge got frustrated at Verito because Verito was on that stand, bruh, spewing nonsense, dodging questions, being uncredible?
Mr. Shart asked you a very specific question, and you seem to have answered in a way that surprises everybody. So we need to get some clarity from you. Okay, so can you listen really carefully to what his question is and answer that question? And then if your answer is still the same, we need to ask some follow-up of you. I mean, okay, go ahead.
In the songs that we reviewed, Mr. Stillwell claimed to have beat a homicide, correct? Or
Correct.
beat a murder rap, beat a homicide.
Correct.
Okay. Did he in fact beat a murder rap or beat a homicide, as he claimed?
I think he...
Go ahead and explain it now, because the jury's not in here.
Yes,
We're just
yeah.
trying to sort out what
I
it
think
is.
from my understanding of Mr. Stillwell back in that time, he was under the impression that the Donovan Thomas case had been, that they were going to beat it, like they were about to beat it, or it was beat, or it wasn't going to be an issue. I didn't want to say that because I didn't know.
Well, that's good that you didn't say that. But that's not the question that he asked at
I'm
the
not asking
time.
what Mr. Stillwell thought.
Verito the Vixen don't even pretend to be a credible source. So the fact that they're now using her to indict Lil Baby, it's kind of like, bruh. Really, bruh? Now, she's at the key of this, by the way. Like, she's the one who is testifying that Lil Baby is a gang leader. Lil Baby, is the gang leader of 4PF. He's the one who started this gang war. Lil Baby got money on people's heads. And apparently they done bought it enough to where the public defender office has already got word we're bringing a Rico on 4PF and Lil Baby shortly in 90 days. Y'all get ready.
Well, listen, I'm in LA. LAPD, they corrupted. Everybody corrupted. So, if y'all see this, do a Rico. Shit, I'm a snitch today.
This is sick,
Fucking
man. This is some
torture me.
sick stuff,
No
bro. Y'all
lie.
let me know in the comment section, man. Do y'all feel like they have something credible on Lil Baby? Do y'all feel like Lil Baby deserved this?
And I don't do nothing. Hey, let me tell y'all that. No, I ain't selling drugs. I ain't killing people. It's a long story. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. They need to Rico they damn self.
Rico, or do y'all feel like they're doing him dirty? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you're still watching, man, click on this video here on my screen to find out why the woman who made the call that got Young Scooter killed, find out why she's getting incredible backlash after going live to explain exactly what happened. It backfired badly on her, bro. You don't want to miss it. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here,
Maybe
folks.
next time.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Wait, where my shit at? All right, man. Y'all hear that? Y'all
This
stay safe.